Well, by now you heard the news. Yep, not good. 9.1 CPI inflation. Yes, that is an extremely high number, right? 40-year high. Now, I want to break inflation down into a few different numbers for you, right? There's a thing called core inflation, and then there's CPI inflation, which is basically all the different sectors in one. Core inflation, just want you to know, takes out food and energy, right? Which, guess what? The two things that are killing our inflation right now, food, energy, and one more, which we'll talk about in another video. But that being said, overall core inflation had its worst month in March. It was at 6.5%. In May, it went down to 5.2. So they actually got a lot of our economy under control with inflation coming backwards, back down. But in June, it spiked back up a little bit, back up to 5.9. Now, listen, our overall inflation last month was 8.6, with this month at 9.1, right? They are going to raise rates again. The feds will raise rates again, and they're expecting at least a whole point this time. So if the inflation came down lower, they're talking maybe a half a point to 0.75, right? Now it sounds like they're going to be more all the way up to a point to 0.75 if we're lucky, right? So just give you some heads up on inflation. We have to get it under control. Gas pricing is killing us. Food is killing us, as you know. So we have to get those things under control. But I have one more thing you probably didn't know about. So all you renters out there that are renting, you don't maybe know this, or you do know it soon, but last month in June, we had a 0.8% rent increase as a nation. That's the highest since 1986. So if you think it now is not the best time to buy, let me tell you, it is the time to buy. Multiple reasons I can tell you. Number one, rates, yes, they're definitely higher than they have been, but they're still extremely low if you're looking over a long-term 30, 40, 50-year mark, right? Number two, we're getting more inventory on the market. I'll have more slides about that here later on. Number three, rents aren't going to slow down. Let me give you an example of how rent control in California works, right? You have a 5% per year plus inflation. Oh, yeah, all right? You can do the math real quickly how fast every year they can increase these rates, right? So the reality of it is it's time for us to get your game plan in place to figure out your next 6, 12, 24 months so we can get you into a home, right? A lot of times the payments are very close to your rental market, right? So let's just try to figure out if it's an opportunity for you. And if you have any questions, that's what we're here for. All right. If you want to know more about inflation or anything else, please reach out.